Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork, and welcome to another episode of Tool Tuesday. Today we're going to be going over a couple of things that I use as far as power tools on my RC. Now, of course, I've had lots of questions about what tools I use, and this topic is definitely brought to you by Garzi. He actually asked me what power tools that I use on my RC, and I wanted to show you guys exactly which ones I do use. So, as far as hand tools are for schmucks. I mean, these things, and they get you tired. You know, you've been wrenching for a while. They hurt your hands. Don't use those things. I say go big power. Why not get a full SDS DeWalt demolition hammer? That'll work. Let's do this thing. Well, maybe not. Well. That was kind of fun, but I was looking at some of the power tools that I use here at the RCNetwork, and I've got to say that when you're using power tools, you got to be careful because a lot of times we're using plastics and aluminums and things that can really strip out. And some of the ones that I use here at the RCNetwork are these two. Aside from my demolition hammer here from DeWalt, which I need to unplug now because I think I blew out some of my fluorescent fixtures here in the studio. In the end, this is probably my most used one. This is a Bosch 12-volt lithium pocket drivers, basically what it is. Now this is the drill version, and I have actually the kit where it comes with an impact and then also this drill version. What's really nice about this is you can definitely dial the torque down. I have it set on number 1 right now, which is the least amount of torque for when I'm using these drivers. Now it does come with a nice 1/4-inch driver, and what's really nice about this is it can take pretty much any 1/4-inch bit on the market, whether it has a notch or not. Now another one that I have been using in the past here is this Porter cable, also 12-volt lithium, and seems to be pretty decent. It only takes the notched 1/4-inch adapters, but what's nice about this one is it's a little bit smaller and a little bit lighter than the Bosch version. So, but in the end, I definitely like the Bosch. It's a great tool. Fits great in the hand, and in the end it helps you turn some screws when maybe you are tired or maybe you're doing some disassembly of vehicles. So with that, as far as what bits I use, now I was talking about 2 different bits out there. Now there's ones right here, these ones from MIP that have that kind of little notch on there, and those are good for pretty much 90% of the 1/4-inch drives out there. The ones you have to be careful with are the ones that don't have the notch. Now the Bosch one does accept these without an issue. So kind of see here, I'll go ahead and drop these in. The Bosch pretty much just click that up in and you're pretty much secure. Now with the Porter cable, you kind of have to watch it. And what I suggest to do is when you're going to go shop for these things, take your bits with you to the hardware store or wherever you're going to buy it and test it out. They usually have a display out there where you can kind of test fit the items in there. So you see here, drop that in and it slips right out. So with this one, I pretty much just use the MIPs. This thing goes in, and once it's in, it's in. It's not going to move around on you. So anyways, that is those 2 things. Now as far as what is I use these tools for, I don't use them a lot actually. I do use them for disassembly when I'm really tearing down a vehicle and you know you're not going to worry about stripping threads out. With that, when I do use it for assembly, it's for something that I have a very good knowledge of, that I'm not going to worry about stripping plastics, metals, titanium or aluminum, carbon fiber, those type of things. You have to be very careful when using any kind of power driver and make sure it's on the lowest torque setting possible. Now if you don't have a torque setting on it, I definitely recommend not using it because you can easily strip those things out very, very quickly. Now the type of plastics you don't want to use them for is anything that's pliable. So if you see here, this is the new SC5M. You can kind of see these Nerf bars are real pliable, and it's designed into the engineering of that plastic. And with that, when you start screwing into it, you will strip that out very, very quickly. So with that, that is the power drivers I use. I definitely do not use this demolition hammer on my RCs. I use the Bosch and also the Porter cable there. Well guys, hopefully you enjoyed this quick little funny video. I enjoyed making it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the Bosch and the Porter cable. Well, that's it for now guys. Comments, questions on down below, and as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over now.